Hello and welcome back to the channel. I am MC Fixer. I am joined by the wonderful Laura Kate Dow. Laura, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm ready for E3 to start. It feels like it's been going on for days, but apparently today's day one.
You are going to be joining us for our My Xbox and Me post show of all things the Xbox conference, which we cannot wait for. But that's not what we're doing today. Today we're going to be covering Warner Brothers' brand new game, Back for Blood, could be possibly joining Game Pass day one. Laura, what is going on today? There is so much news that's dropping here, there, and everywhere, and it's just been ridiculous. We've just had some Nintendo news drop. I've just seen this drop. I've linked up with you. We've got to tell the My Xbox and Me audience about this. Number one, are you excited for Back for Blood? Is it your type of game?
I loved Left 4 Dead, and everything I have seen of this is, oh, this is just Left 4 Dead again, and I'm very okay with that.
Yeah.
It looks really fun. I'm very excited for it. Can't wait for it.
So the big news here is that it went up. The Back for Blood press conference went up on YouTube as a live stream, right? And it had 42 hours ready to premiere. You know what we're talking about, audience. When the channel was getting ready to premiere, they have the thing. So some people digged into the description and saw this key piece of information, which said, Back for Blood will be coming to Game Pass at launch via Xbox Series X and S and Xbox One, as well as Windows PCs. Laura.
Oh, yeah?
What the hell? What? You can't just keep leaking all this stuff.
I must say, if this is accurate, which I think it is, like, I have no reason to believe this isn't. This has all the hallmarks of... If someone's going to accidentally leak something, this is how it tends to happen.
Yeah.
This makes so much sense because it is a primarily multiplayer, like just multiplayer with lots of people game. What better way to build an install base than to give a bunch of people access to that game at launch? They're going to get money out of Microsoft out of that deal, and they're going to get enough people playing that it will build up a groundswell, and that's the biggest challenge with any new multiplayer game is get enough people playing day one.
It's keeping that community going for me is what I think's the big thing. And why I think games like this, we saw Second Extinction also launched in Game Pass as well, even though that was early access and that was more AA compared to this being obviously extremely AAA. But it just proves how powerful Game Pass is, and not only for the Xbox console, but for the PC market as well.
Yeah.
This is a game that would have sold extremely well on PC. With mods and things like that, you know this type of game would have done well. It's going to do well everywhere, I think. But launching in Game Pass day one, Xbox are playing different. They're playing differently this year and the last couple of years, right? When it comes to competing with Sony, Sony have got the first party games. Sony are destroying it with first party. You are going to play some fantastic experiences over there. But Xbox are doing these amazing deals with third parties to get games in Game Pass, which is only good for the consumer because the price is so cheap.
Yeah. PlayStation have played around a tiny bit with this. Like, I can think of maybe two examples where they've done this with multiplayer games. Fall Guys did really well out of being available on Game Pass when it launched. And Destruction All-Stars for PS5. That game didn't take off amazingly, but I think it would have done even worse had it not been available as part of people's online subscription. But Microsoft is in a completely different level in terms of the amount of money they're willing to put behind getting third-party stuff onto Game Pass day one. Like the value proposition between those two consoles, there's no comparing them. They're totally different beasts.
That's literally what we've been saying on My Xbox and Me for weeks now. They are in two different directions, both these companies. But I don't know how you feel. Obviously, I mainly play on Xbox as my third-party machine. I play on PC every now and then. Xbox are making it harder and harder and harder for people to not want to pick up a console. Number one, the console's a very good piece of hardware, but Game Pass keep getting these third-party games. It makes it hard for people that play games casually not to want to go there, and even hardcore gamers. If do you agree, or
I agree. Honestly, like I've had a Series X since before launch. I got a review unit, and The new Xbox Series consoles have had a real problem with a lack of first party original unique IP.
100%
But
agree.
Game Pass has 100% been the saving grace that has made me use a next gen console that has no original games, because like having an Xbox in the house means, oh, do I want to try Back for Blood? I don't have to buy a full copy. It's made me so much more willing to try so many more games.
Yep.
It has been my main source of new game discovery for the longest time. Like the podcast I do, Podquisition,
Yeah.
every week, at least one of the three hosts will be like, oh, I played this week. It's on Game Pass at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, for people like me who want to play, a little bit of something new every week, Game Pass constantly has something to try.
Yeah, and I think that's the magic of it, truthfully. It's
Yeah.
cheap and affordable, it's drop in, drop out, and it keeps getting brand new third-party games, and that's where the secret sauce is. We know the first parties are coming, right? We know that's coming.
Yeah.
But,
It's honestly the closest gaming has to Netflix.
Yeah.
And I think, originally when Game Pass was starting to happen and people made those comparisons, it didn't necessarily feel like it fit. It was quite kind of a limited selection. But I think like today, it's totally fair to suggest this is the gaming equivalent of Netflix. It is pay your £7 or £8 a month in order to have just a selection of a lot of different stuff, from small things to big budget things, first party, third party, everything like stuff that arrives day one that you can arrive and play as soon as everyone else is playing it. It's real good, Game Pass.
This is what this alone has made me super excited now for the Back for Blood presentation, which is happening on Sunday, 2 hours after Xbox's conference, which is interesting. So, do you think we get this Game Pass announcement before or after?
I think we'll get it during.
Oh, okay.
Is my guess. I think this might be a drop during Microsoft's conference. I suspect Microsoft's going to have a segment where they're like, and here's a bunch of stuff that you can play day one on Game Pass, and this will be one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where my gut is lying.
Fair enough. But,
well, yeah.
We will soon find out, right?
There is not long to wait now.
No. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. If people don't know where to find you, Laura, where can people find you?
People can find me at Laura K Buzz on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Patreon. I Twitch stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10 p.m. UK, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific.
Yep.
And you can find me on YouTube every Friday uploading a series called Accessibility, which is about making sure that more disabled gamers can play more kinds of games.
And it's a fantastic show. I used it. The dyslexia episode was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yay.
Guys, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Of course, we will be covering all things Xbox related here on youtube.com/myxboxandme. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell. And until next time, we will love you, leave you, and see you all later. Goodbye.
Bye.